you doing in my glove box? We've talked about this. Do we need to have a talk on boundaries again? So I guess you found out we're going camping, and I'm going to have to take you with me now since you're already in the car. Great. So we're going car camping with the wife, with the puppies. Should be a good time. We're going to do some stargazing. I've brought my Audubon Night Sky book. There we go. And a few rope projects. Stick around and we'll have some fun. We're at Salt Plains State Park this evening. We're going to do an overnight camping trip. My wife right now is lounging in my Eno hammock. I have my AMOC set up, as well as a regular tent my wife and the dogs are going to sleep in tonight. So I brought my dog Starbuck and Marlowe. And we're going to walk them, give them some energy. I took Starbuck out earlier. She's about 12 years old. She's starting to get old, and I had to carry her back. So we only did about half a mile, and that's about her limit. I'm going to try to get her some more exercise, see if that helps. But she's just that age. She's an old lady. She wants to lounge around in a rocking chair and knit sweaters for her little doggy friends, and I'm going to let her do it. So I've got a few projects planned. We're going to have steak tonight for dinner, and do a lot of birding. We're right by the waterfront and the spillway for the dam, so there's a lot of pretty pelicans and seagulls. I'll try to get some video, different things for you, but it's basically an overnight just for fun. Hopefully we have something for you, but enjoy yourselves and have fun. So I've been out filming for a little bit, trying to get some good shots, but it is dinner time and I have a gorgeous campsite to return to. So I'm going to say sayonara for now, and once I get those steaks on, you may see more from me. Don't tell Michelle, but I figured out if I'm filming, that means I don't have to cook. All right, there's dinner. Steak looks awesome. Perfect the way I like it. Some asparagus, some M&Ms for dessert, and a root beer to drink. And my wife. That says it all. Dogs are over here relaxing. There's Marlowe. There's Starbuck begging. I'm sure she's not begging. She's just making sure all of the food is safe to eat for us. All right, you guys have a good dinner. I'm going to have a good dinner. And I miss ya. now that it's starting to get dark, Michelle and I are going to do some stargazing. I brought my Audubon Guide to the Stars book, and I have the Night Sky app, but I was concerned the Night Sky app wouldn't work without cell phone service, but turns out it works fine without it, so that's a good thing. But I have the book as a backup just in case, and there's some things I can learn from there I can't learn from the app, or from the book rather. Yeah, from the app. So we're going to do some stargazing. I'll try to set up a few shots with you now that I know how to use the camera and the tripod and my watch all in conjunction. We'll see what happens with that. After the last update, Michelle and I took the dogs out to the large little field / parking lot out by the water where I was filming the birds earlier today so we could watch the stars. If we could get away from the bright street lamps that they have everywhere out here for some strange reason, I think we would have done better, but we could see a ton out here. We are still far away from all of the city lights, and excuse me, we were able to find quite a few constellations and remember them and refine them without the help of the app a little later, so that was pretty cool. So I'm listening to the Ologies podcast tonight on cucurbitology, if I'm saying that correctly, the study of pumpkins. Basically, Allie Ward is interviewing a lady who has done her research on folklore, why we use pumpkins for Halloween, why we paint them, why we carve them, ways to prepare them, their significance in popular culture as a whole. Really cool podcast. I'm going to lay here the rest of the night and have some of my favorite candy. Sour Patch Kids. I found the extreme version, so they are super sour. Let's had a good morning. Had a great night last night too. I didn't see too much. We did see some shooting stars last night, as I mentioned earlier, with the Astronomy. And when I woke up about 1:30 this morning, the constellation Cassiopeia was directly above me, so I could see her in my hammock. Cassiopeia was named after a queen in Greek mythology who was very vain, always boasted about her unrivaled looks. If you ask me, she's a little skinny. But yeah, I enjoyed myself, and now I can also say I'm one of the many proud men who have slept under Cassiopeia. Anyway, I'm just having coffee this morning, enjoying the pelicans that you can see behind me. They're the little white dots. They're rather large, beautiful birds here in Salt Plains. Salt Plains is also really cool. Something I found out last night. The water here is 2/3 the salt of the ocean. Pretty interesting to know that it has that much salt in it. You can actually come out here and dig salt crystals. The crystals look kind of like little hourglasses. They have a season that you can do that from April to October, and there's a whole method to how you dig and how you find these crystals. It's pretty cool. You just have to be careful not to find old bomb ordnance. The military dropped a lot of bombs and things out here for practice, and some of them on occasion have been found. They're not really considered dangerous for the most part. Most of them are believed to be duds, but even still you have to be kind of careful with that. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my morning and get back to camp. I know my wife is getting dressed. As you saw this morning, she was cuddled up with the dogs in all of her little layers, wearing her pizza sweater and enjoying her morning. We kind of have contrastular ways to camp. I tend to be in my hammock and then pop right out and up and ready for the day, where she likes to snuggle up with the dogs and be inside the tent nice and warm. So that always makes it more fun that way. Going to work with training the dogs this morning. That should be kind of fun. We're going to work on their comeback calls. That's a really important one, especially with the new dog that we have. We've only had him about 6 months. Not too long, but we want to make sure if he ever does accidentally slip his leash, we can get him to come back to us easy. So we're going to work on that this morning. I might show a little bit of that. Hope wherever you are, you had a good morning too. All right, we have Starbuck up first. I'm going to run her through some of her tricks. Starbuck, spin, sit, you shake. Oh, that's a good girl. Let's see if I can shoot her. Bang, bang. Oh my goodness. Oh, she does not play dead. She plays wounded. So I'm gonna work on training her some more, and then I will show you Marlowe. Okay, this is Marlowe. Sit. He is a little newer, so we're gonna go easier with him. Marlowe. Jump. Up, walk. Oh, that's a good boy. So we're teaching him to stand on his back legs. He doesn't know as many tricks, of course. We are headed on the Eagle Roost Nature Trail. This is the way that we go to get to the Eagle Roost, so the little bird blind, so you can watch all of the Sandhill Cranes and the whooping cranes. Last time I was here, I got to see one. But I have the dogs with me this time, so Starbuck, Marlo, and my wife. I'm not calling my wife a dog, don't misinterpret that. And you can actually hear them from here. So if you listen, all of that hooping and a hollering is not whooping cranes, rather it's the Sandhill Cranes. So they can sound kind of terrifying if you're not used to them. And I would imagine this sound at night would definitely terrify you if you didn't know what it was. We are at the Wildlife Management Area Auto Trail. It's a really pretty trail. You take in your car. There's a few spots you can pull over, and there are these playas. Some of these are full of water. They're not all full yet this time of year, but hopefully we'll see a few good things, and I'll show you a few pictures at the end of some of the birds that we spotted if we found anything nice. Having lunch, I'm almost finished. I've got some Cheez-Its, some almonds. I already ate my pepperoni, and then I have some cheddar cheese because cheddar redundancy is very important in your life. Then a little bit of dessert with some M&Ms, peanut, my favorite. Hope you did too. We are headed home now in the car. The dogs are nice and tired, taking a nap in the back seat. One of them is Starbuck sleeping. And I'm going to try to keep Michelle from turning into the casino that she saw. And we will see you next time.